from the 17 now. Here's a 1st and 10. Looking to throw, Lawrence.
He finds his man, complete. That's Arnold.
7 yards, the pickup there.
A good safe pass there right off the bat.
That's almost a rhythm play. That's what we like to call it. Get them into rhythm early, something safe, something they're confident about, something they feel good. And once that's completed, then you just keep moving from there because the confidence elevates.
3 yards remain for 2nd down. From the gun, it's Lawrence. He'll get this out to the flat for ETN.
And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line.
I like the play design there. They occupied the defense downfield, everyone trying to account for someone. But unfortunately, they didn't account for the running back slipping out of the backfield. And he was absolutely unnoticed and wound up getting big yards on that play.
Throwing now, Lawrence on 1st down. And he'll let this one go deep for Chark. And it'll be incomplete. Good job staying with him defensively. And it'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
First carry for the Clemson man, Travis Etienne.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers. You're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
On 2nd down, a run with Etienne.
And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Washington territory. Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
On the counter, Etienne.
So he fought off the tackle, and that effort gives him the 1st before he's brought down. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation? We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
And this ball incomplete. Looked very much to be a catchable ball and could not hang on. 2nd down coming up.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10.
Lawrence.
Buying time to his left. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25.
As a rookie quarterback, that's exactly how you endear yourself to your teammates. Give it up for the cause. It's also how you end up on the training table, too.
Yeah, it's a catch-22. Coach doesn't like it. Teammates love it. Where do you fall on it?
Well, I fall on wanting to endear yourself to your teammates, but pick your spots. Be smart about it. They need you for the full season.
And the rookie's going to learn as he goes. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
They'll run it. This is James Robinson.
And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7. Is that one officially a loss of 1? From the gun, Lawrence. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Landon Collins.
And he will bring this one back. It is a pick-6 for a Washington touchdown.
Well, it was third down. Defensively, they were just hoping to make a play and get off the field, get their offense on. Instead, they did one better. Pick it off, take it into the end zone.
Well, they did what you said. They got off the field.
They're going to have to come right back on.
They're going to come right back on, but happily, right? They put the ball in the end zone. That's the way you start a game. That's the way you set the tone.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick-6. And now the kick is away.
Clay Brooks going to bring this one out. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And following the pick-6, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick-6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told him, and they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Second and 5. A handoff for Etienne. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. They'll run with Etienne. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down.
Well, partner, none of these runs individually have added up to a whole lot.
Now, 3 plays, all 3 short runs, but together a first down.
Yeah, it's amazing how the narrative changes when you string them together.
Lawrence's throw taken in by Chark. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
That was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
A snap to Lawrence as he taps this forward.
And he's brought down.
42 yards rushing for him now to this point.
In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 41.
From the shotgun, Lawrence. And he'll let this one go deep for Chark.
And this one is incomplete.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep. Try and throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they run successful.
And they'll run here with Etienne. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. They go play action now. Lawrence
rolling to his right. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's a first down.
Let's go. 60 Pittsburgh. 62. Let's go, D. Check foot. Hey, stand up.
And they'll run with Etienne.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal.
Now Lawrence. Hill left side. The catch good for 6 yards, but now it's 3rd and goal.
Etienne. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. Not at all what they envisioned on third down. 3 yards in the wrong direction. Now a field goal try coming up here for the Jags. From the left hash, a chip shot here.
And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts.
So as they take it over, we step aside. And his kick here is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3.
So the margin shrinks there as they get the field goal to draw them a bit closer here in this second quarter.
Yeah, nice snap, nice hold. They just want to keep this game close, so give them credit for finishing that one off with 3.
From his end zone, here comes Carter. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. Now on 2nd and 13. Fitzpatrick. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
So much about defending the pass is being able to be right there at the moment the ball gets to the receiver, and he was right in his hip pocket, helping force that incompletion.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Fitzpatrick. Escaping the pressure right. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Scramble drill there, partner. Some teams have some pretty good rules for it. Others are just saying make sure you work your way back into the sight lines of your quarterback, even if you take the play deep. And that's what they attempted to do on that one, unable to connect.
Agnew now to return. He'll be hard-pressed to match that one. That a 65-yard punt. And it'll be Jaguar football as they take over deep in their own territory. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And looking at this situation, Charles, you got more than a minute. You've got all 3 timeouts. Probably no need to play this safe.
So what you're saying is that we're doing a little bit of a mind meld here, aren't we? Because I'm thinking along the same lines as you. This amount of time, don't be compelled to play it too safe. This is a chance to get points on the board. Press it a little bit.
Yeah, especially since a touchdown here gets you the lead. From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive.
Out of the gun, it's Lawrence.
He'll rifle this one deep right side.
And it is incomplete. Good positioning there downfield to break that one up.
As this old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
He's going to try and go deep again.
And it is incomplete. I had a defender running right with him. And now it's 3rd down.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. Are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done.
And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 39.
The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Throwing again here. It's Lawrence.
He'll let this go for the end zone. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Sometimes the visuals don't exactly work out the way you expect. They wanted to let him use his size there and float one up to him, but he wasn't able to get any separation. The DB was right on him and forced the incompletion.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Lawrence.
Finds the open target, Arnold. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action.
An extra man in the secondary for Washington on third down. Here's Lawrence to throw.
That one complete. He finds Shark. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. Now a timeout coming here defensively. As on fourth down, may as well make him punt it. And for the second time tonight, this field goal unit comes out here. He made his first, this from 47 yards out. And this is just outside the right upright. It's no good, and this score will stay right where it is.
Now, if this was a clear day in September, I'd say this is well within his range. I'd feel very confident about this kick, but let's be honest about it. In these elements, the difficulty level gets ratcheted up by at least a factor of 5.
A run here for J.D. McKissick.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3.
Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half.
This taken in at the goal line. And able to get this out to the 25.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. Sliding out of the pocket. And that is incomplete.
They've been trying and trying, but they haven't sacked him yet. He's been able to get away and make plays. Tried to make another one downfield right there, but to no avail. They'll have to keep up the pursuit, though.
Let's go, defense. Let's go.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Patrick. This one complete to Curtis Samuel. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. So the big play gets him across midfield now.
Fitzpatrick going to give to Gibson.
And he'll take this one down to about the 40. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard.
They'll run with Gibson.
And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
A carry now for McKissick. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. J.D. McKissick, 27 yards.
And Washington going to add on to their lead.
The point after through the raindrops, up and good. And that pushes the lead up to 11.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of a team because as they drove downfield, You know you're never supposed to count points in your mind until they go up on the board. But let's face it, we've been there. We've seen teams before. They were counting on those points. They didn't get them. Can they come back now, start over again, and grind it out?
And he'll let this one go deep for Chark. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Troy Apke. And some room to work. And he will take this all the way down to the 38-yard line. What did you see there, Charles, on that interception from the rookie?
They've shown him certain looks on defense throughout the first half, and they pulled the string here in the second half because he got used to those looks, and they showed the exact same thing, but changed it up just a little bit where he thought something was open, and now with the change in defense, it no longer was.
He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
On second down, here's Gibson again.
And he'll get this down to about the 30, 31-yard line. Fitzpatrick on 3rd and 2. Dancing to his left. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Rayshon Jenkins picks it off.
And the Jaguars will have the football as this is taken up past the 30.
Okay, partner, no surprise to you. I'm going to look at this from the defensive perspective. In the rain, you have to be more cautious trying to cover passing routes. Why? The offense knows where they're going with the football. The receiver knows the route he's going to run. You have to make sure you keep your footing underneath you.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Etienne once more.
Not much room here as he only gets it to about the 30.
The 3rd down now. Those last 2 plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points.
Looking downfield for Jones. It got his man complete. Touchdown, Jaguars. Marvin Jones. 70 yards, and the Jaguars have cut it back within a score.
Coaches must really like to see that from the quarterback because he's had the interceptions in this game, but they're able to connect on the touchdown pass.
And teammates love to see that because they know that they miss blocks during a game, but they come back and make them later on. They miss tackles, right? They miss making plays. But the spotlight is magnified on your quarterback. And when he stands up to the pressure and comes back and throws a touchdown pass after throwing some picks earlier, they feel great about that guy.
And likewise for him personally, as a rookie quarterback, has to give him more confidence. And Carter deciding not to bring this one out. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Pretty important 3rd quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
As they began this drive, I was wondering how they were going to attack since they're playing with the lead. Would they continue to try and push the ball downfield? Well, after one play, it appears that the answer is yes.
On 1st and 10, it's Gibson.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
Here's McKissick. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37.
44 yards rushing for him now on just his first 3 carries.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. They will run it. It's McKissick. And he's got some space here. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front seven, reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing. Slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
From the red zone now, Fitzpatrick. Middle of the field, he's got McLaurin. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. Gibson. It'll be a 3-yard pickup, and it brings up 2nd and goal.
Gibson again.
And they'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington.
Antonio Gibson. Fine work there on the touchdown run. And Washington able to stretch that lead out even further. Extra point by Sly is up and good.
And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because now...
And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. William Jackson with a pick. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line. They'll run on 1st down.
Gibson. Devon Hamilton with the tackle.
On 2nd and 9, Fitzpatrick flush to his right.
That's to Thomas, who makes a nice catch.
He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20.
Partner, I like that they're staying aggressive on offense because to me, this drive is what is known as a put-away drive. You score here, that might put this one to bed. I like the fact that they're playing with confidence and not playing with fear.
On 1st down, it's Gibson. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard. Now Fitzpatrick. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. Adam Gotsis, the Aussie, with a sack.
They were trying to set up a screen there, but that one just too slow in developing.
Yeah, too slow in developing and well read because that ends up being a bad feeling for the quarterback. When he's got no blocking in front of him, his guys are just going to let defenders go, and they're coming for him. So if it's not there, you just got to throw the ball at the turf at your running back's feet.
Well, he was a spectator for much of this game. This is his first field goal opportunity of the entire contest, but he's able to connect.
Yeah, he had a pretty good seat to this one, didn't he? But let's face it, all kickers that you and I know, they want to contribute. They want their opportunity, and he seized his.
And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
And last time, one play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give him a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, you get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Flushed out right.
And Lawrence going to smartly hit the deck here as he is able to pick up the first down in the process.
The last drive, remember, similar situation. He forced a ball in the coverage through the pick. He learned better there.
Yeah, similar to a golfer that's confronted with a shot that you just can't make. Sometimes you have to take your medicine.
And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe.
From midfield now, Lawrence. He'll find ETN out of the backfield.
And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line.
On 3rd down, Lawrence. And he'll let this one go deep for Chark. And that'll be incomplete. Now, they took their shot, but the coverage up to the task, and it forces a 4th down.
Got to be wary of throwing an interception here because the defense knows they're going to get tested deep. That's why they're going to put a couple of extra guys back there to try and prevent that.
Yeah, late in the 4th quarter here, trying to preserve the lead.
4th down. Here's Lawrence.
And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining.
And Washington will have it on the turnover on downs. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll.
Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack.
Miles Jack, credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10. So it's Washington